There we go. I was trying to set this up so we can see the background. Okay. I think that'll be good. Let me turn on my brightness. Okay. A little crooked. There we go. Maybe here. I think that's good. So we can see the background. I don't know what to work on today. I want to color. And I want to use this Animal Kingdom. Getting all the crayons out of here because it's not what we're working with today. What is this? Oh, what even is this? What is the pack of crayons that this is? Because they're not really like standard colors. Outrageous orange, yellow green, burnt orange, unmellow yellow, scarlet, and aquamarine. What a weird group of colors. I wonder what this pack was. I wonder if they're even from the same pack. Let's see, let's see. I don't know what page I want to do. I'm not really living for this. I like this coloring book because the pages are really thick. Hi, welcome. But I don't know what one I want to do. I guess we could keep working on. Oh, I want to do this one. I'm uninspired by this. This is something I did before, previously. I'm in the United States. This one, I like this one. It wasn't too complicated. Some of them have like too much of a pattern on them that I don't like. And this I need to finish. I'm trying to decide which thing I want to color. Here's what I actually finished that I like. This fox. The raccoon is cute, but I'm just gonna make it gray and black. I don't know. Rooster. The turtle could maybe be fun. Like, see, there are all these little patterns. So some of them are, I don't know, I'm not into it. But some of them are a little more simple. This one has frogs on it. Frogs and flowers. I think that's cute. I was working on this, gave up after like 4 seconds, so probably won't like that one. No, neither. This has caterpillars. The bird is cute. Maybe we'll do a bird. I haven't looked at this book in a while, so I'm not really sure. This is cute. Actually, I kind of like this one. I'm going to work on this one for a little bit. Neither. Thank you. Sky blue. I feel like the birds should be cerulean. Actually, maybe it'll be cute lighter blue. Like little robins. Should I do the whole bird blue? I'm just going to do the whole bird blue. I don't know when anyone's coming that's usually here, but I have a new background for us that I'm so excited about. Oh, she could actually be in here. I didn't think she was going to make it. I didn't think she was in the frame. But I have my little, it's probably hard to read, but this says General Store, Salem General Store for Halloween. And my open sign behind me. So welcome. I hope everyone's having a good day. I've been really productive today. Then why are you in here? What? The crows are out. Go to the gym? I don't need to go to the gym. Thank you. I can just go outside. I'm not drawing. You're a flop. What is going on? Why aren't you in the gym right now? Are you? I hope you are. Yeah, it's called coloring. Hi, Justin. How are you? I was just talking about the new background. I hope you can see it well enough. I have my little, this sign over here is our little general store. Okay, goodbye. I have it. It's okay. I don't care. They're interacting with me. It's good for me. It's good for my channel. Pfft. I also have mods. I told you. We have a new background for Halloween. We have some new little friends. We have some little skeletons. Our little general store back here. I'm coloring a new color. Well, it's not new, but one that we haven't colored on here. A new to the channel coloring book. Yeah, I decided to be on earlier today. Just to see what the haps are, you know? I was seeing on some people on really early this morning. Thank you. And the skulls? Wait. These are so funny. But it's like motion sensor. I love it. But it'll probably die in like 5 seconds. So anyway, there's that. And we have our little friends, our little black cat, our little fox guy, and our store sign, our general store open sign. I redid that. Let me put it on. I don't want it to blink on here. I wasn't sure if it would show up. That's a pumpkin. Oh, it actually looks like a pumpkin on here. I wasn't sure how it would look. Thank you. I'm trying the steak nuggets from Arby's. Oh, steak nuggets? What does that entail? Is it a chicken nugget but steak? Like breaded steak nugget? Or like a steak tip type of thing? Oh, okay. I mean, that still sounds good, but I was like picturing like chicken nuggets, but just steak inside. I was like, what? Which, honestly, would that even be that weird? Because country fried steak is a thing. Why not nuggets? Steak tips? I don't know. Maybe it's a different kind of steak, but maybe I'm onto something. Who knows? I'm just coloring this scene right now. I was going through these. Oh, there's the one I finished this. But I don't really like love how it's a million different. I personally don't love this kind of coloring book. So there's only like certain ones that I like in here. But I wanted to do it because it's different. Should we make, I feel like the answer will be yes. We should make the trees like fall colored. Hold on. I dropped one of my pencils. Sorry. Let's see. Yellow, orange, I liked. Red, orange? No. Just red. Red, orange looks cute. And I think golden yellow. I feel like this one should be green and yellow, and then these should be like red and orange. I feel like that'd be cool. And we can do red. These look completely different. These look so different. I don't know. On there, it's not really showing. This one's kind of. You can kind of see. This one's darker. That's weird. But they're red. They're both the same color. Also buying a DVD. Oh, A Nightmare on... Oh, that's cool. Nightmare on Elm Street. That would be cool. I've been watching... You probably saw... I think you saw my post about it. I don't know. On Threads. I was watching American Horror Story yesterday. Got pretty good into that. I got to like the 4th or 5th episode. I don't even know now. But that was good. I'm liking that. I'm watching Coven. The only other season I've seen was Asylum, and no, it was not good. The person that recommended it to me, I don't even know what they were up to, why they said that, why they thought it would be a good idea. But it was so bad that I didn't watch any more of that because, ooh, that's the color I want. I didn't watch any more seasons because it was so, Asylum just like didn't make sense to me personally. So move it a little bit like this. I think that's a little better, but I'm like not in the thing. Here. Okay. Yeah, so Asylum was really confusing. Really? I was like, what? But did you have, welcome, hi, I'm happy to see you here. Did you see the previous seasons though? Because I went in blind. It was the only season I watched and I was like, what is even happening in this show? I was so confused. I'm assuming that next season. Oh. I don't know about that. I don't know anything about Netflix, sorry to say. Yeah, I feel like Asylum made absolutely no sense going in blind with like no reference for anything. And then when I was watching, I think I tried to watch like the first episode of the first season and I was just like, I don't know, Asylum just like messed me up so bad. So now I'm on Asylum, but everyone was saying I should have watched Murder House before Asylum, but I'll probably watch it after. Hope it's okay. Ed Gein. Oh, I know all about Ed Gein. I don't need that story. I'm just joking, but he was nasty. Anyway, yeah. American Horror Story. It's good, but I think I like that this season so far, it actually is like pretty linear. I mean, like it's going back and forth to different things, but I felt like Asylum, I mean, my friend and I were talking about it and she's like, well, obviously it's supposed to not really make sense. Like you're supposed to feel like you're in an asylum. And I was like, oh yeah. Oh, with Ed my crows. The other day, there was like 7 crows in there in the tree. I saw them like die. There's only usually 2 crows out there, but the other day I saw them like dive bombing. They were cawing and squawking, whatever, and I saw like 5 or 6 other ones come like back them up, and I was like, there has to be a hawk out here. They were going crazy. And sure enough, I looked down and like in the next tree over, I saw a hawk leaving. They got him. They bullied it out of here. They hate when the hawk is around. And that hawk is usually the same hawk too. There's like 2 hawks that come around, but there's one that's always over here, and I'm pretty sure it's a female, and I think she nests like a couple blocks away. Freak Show. Yeah, I've heard that one's supposed to be good too. You know I'm not living for the musical numbers though, sorry to say. I can deal with it on this show because they do it like 1 episode or something, like 1 song. But Asylum, I feel like it had a song every 4 seconds. And I was like, girl, that's going to put me in the Asylum diva. I can't do it. I was like, it was too much for me. No, you do? That's so cute. Do they have a mom with them or are they by themselves? Oh, how old are they? Do you know? Can you guess? Why are they by the... How many? I'm coming over. I'm flying over there to see them. Aw, that's so cute. I hope they're okay. That's so sad. Why are they all alone? Ooh, I love bats. Bats are so cool. Are they little ones? Except one time a bat really did like dive bomb my head at night when I was camping, and that I wasn't into, but hi LLG, welcome. Oh, good. Okay, good. I mean, I figured you were probably taking care of them a little bit, but I don't know. You could have found them in any state. You know what I mean? The poor little things. Oh, okay. I was just watching, I don't know, like a reel or something with bats that had like the huge bats, the really big ones, like a fruit bat, I think they're called. And their wings are so crazy. It looks like vinyl. It doesn't, I'm like, how is that even part of its body? It looks like something it modded on to itself. It just doesn't even look real. They're so cool. I was also learning about their feet the other day. That I guess like when they're hanging upside down, their feet are actually in a relaxed position and it takes energy for them to like unhook their foot. No, I don't have HBO Max, but I'm glad you liked it. I only have Hulu, Peacock. I do have Amazon, but it's on my Amazon. I don't pay for it. And Disney, which I also don't pay for. I haven't been on Disney in forever though, because I don't feel like logging back in. You did? Oh my gosh. Well, the time that I got dive bombed by the bat, so I was camping and one of my friends said something like, "Oh, watch out, like they'll try and like go in your hair." And I was like, "What are you talking about? Why would it go in my hair? It's like way up there. Why would it come down here and go in my hair?" I was like, "What?" But sure enough, it came down and like tried to go in my hair. And I had a sandal on and like it had like a flip flop and it had some like flower or something on it and it flew off because I was trying to run on a dirt road in flip flops. Oh my gosh. Screaming about the bat. The bat was probably laughing so hard watching me run. Its little bat laugh, you know? I don't know. Do they laugh? Probably. They probably thought it was funny. There was probably other bats watching too. How embarrassing. I'll tell people, Justin. I'll let anyone that has HBO Max know that that's good. Maybe I'll watch it at my friend's or something. Who knows? I don't even know if anyone I know has HBO Max. What is even on there anymore? I feel like I had it, but it got really boring. That is diabolical. She's just like, okay, because they will not go after her. That's so funny. They're like, watch this. Let's get this person and not them. It's so nice out today. I got so much done this morning. I was up so early. And I feel like I have nothing to do for the rest of the week. I feel like I did everything in the world. All the... Oh, okay. A24. I feel like I feel like Hulu has some A24 somewhere. I've been able to watch A24 stuff. Oh, skateboarder. I don't know. Where have I been watching it? I think it's Hulu. I don't know. Today I was so excited to come on here. I wanted to talk so much about this video I was watching and about a creator that I was watching talking about how she's leaving YouTube and why she's leaving because of oh yeah, Prime does have some, because there's so much AI now involvement on YouTube, but like specifically content too. Like she was talking more about the content more than like how you can use AI as a creator. And I was just really interested in what she was saying because I have noticed a trend, and I feel like a lot of people are leaning more toward the smaller creators and like more like, I don't know, real connection instead of like the overproduction and stuff of things. And I feel like we're entering a new, I saw people saying we're like no risk. Hello. I saw some people saying we're witnessing the end of social media. I'm like, I don't really think so. I think it's just like another point in time where it's like experiencing a change, because we've seen that before, especially on YouTube anyway. And I feel like I saw the AI actress, goodbye. But that's what I mean. I feel like I want to see AI do this. What are they up to? Make a little background, color a coloring book. I don't think so, diva. Anyway. And that's why I feel like more people are into stuff like this. I feel like specifically live streaming is going to be like more of like the preferred method of like receiving content, because it feels like we're on FaceTime, especially on here on YouTube, because you can do the vertical lives. It just feels like we're hanging out. And that's what I like that. I like that as a viewer, and I like it as a creator. So I think that there's a lot of people that aren't going to be able to pivot, and like no shade to that woman because she's just doing whatever she needs to do. But I just thought it was interesting what she was talking about in reference to all these other things that I've been noticing. And I'm excited to see how it goes. I feel like we're leaning, like it's kind of going the way of old YouTube, where, I mean, I've been on YouTube forever. I have gone to school for communications, specifically marketing, social media stuff. And I've noticed that on YouTube, I mean, you can, if you just think about even probably one creator that you like, you've probably noticed a change in how they're making things and the types of content. But if you've been on YouTube for a really long time, you know that like the original people on YouTube that were vlogging were really just walking around like their house showing like, I'm eating my pasta. Like they were just showing whatever. And I feel like that was right before reality TV like really took off. And I do feel like that's kind of relevant because YouTube gave you kind of that reality TV, and it still does, but I think more so at the time when everyone was smaller, a window into people's lives instead of like having to watch it on TV. And it was more real. It was even more real than reality TV. But then as reality TV took off too, like even that starts to be more like scripted and manufactured, and it's just like I think we're all kind of sick of it. There's just so much happening where it's like I don't care that you bought your friend a $4 million car or some stupid thing. Like, what video is that? That does nothing for me. Good for you and your friend. I don't care. Like, I can see why for a little bit of time that was people's interest on here and why people liked things like Mr. Beast. And, like, don't get me wrong, there's still a bunch of people that like them. I don't think it's, like, ending forever, but I just feel like we're seeing a shift in things, and I'm really interested in where it will go. I'm really interested to see. I could talk about this all day. Oh, yeah. I don't really get a lot of those. I think it's because I don't have a picture. Or, like, my picture on Threads is, like, not me. Not a human. I feel like they go after people with a profile picture of themselves more often. I've noticed that with other people that I'm mutuals with. I don't really know why though. I don't know what it is. Not that I don't get them, but it's pretty rare. You can like hide the words too. Ooh, that's cool. That sounds really cool. Ghost town living. I've watched stuff like that, like abandoned house things, or like I love video essays too. But that's what I mean. I feel like it's more like people's genuine interest and like more of, I don't know, just like you're able to connect over things more authentically than watching, like, I don't know if you know who like the Ace family is, but like those people like jet skiing in their pool or whatever they were up to, like no one cares. Like, what is that? That's so obnoxious. I don't need to see that. If anything, I just want to come and like hang out and not have to think about anything too crazy, because I have to think about that all the time when I'm not here, you know? That's so cool, an abandoned mining town. Yeah, like, and I'm not, they're probably, they might have like, I don't know, 100,000 plus subscribers, but even still, they're not, I feel like the huge channels are just like not it anymore. And I've been seeing the video I was watching today about this woman who's leaving YouTube. She herself was like, I haven't been, like, if you search her name, she's not coming up. And I was like, oh, well, that's because they're prioritizing smaller channels right now. And right after I said that, like right after I thought that, she was like, when you search my name, it only comes up with smaller channels. And I was like, yeah. But yeah, even like the movie, I don't know. I feel like everyone's looking more for like comfort than they are just like whatever, like hyper production, like overproduced, like really like wild. The people are not really even acting like regular people. The production quality, like, don't get me wrong, I get the point of having nice video and stuff, but I feel like it's just almost to the point where it doesn't make it feel human. And it's not even in AI yet. So, you know what I mean? It's not even like interfered with by AI. It's just like how we've created this world on specifically YouTube, I think, where we've been like David Dobrik, for example, if you know who that is. Don't even get me started. I could go on all day. But started as a vlog channel, but like, what were you even vlogging? You're vlogging that you and your friends hang out and you spent $100,000 on something? Cool. I don't know. That's not a vlog. You just made a video. Like vlogging back in the day, I remember there was this girl named Norna. It's like so obscure. If anyone ever knew what I was talking about, I would literally scream. But there was this woman named Norna, but her name was Nora, but her thing was like Norna, and she would just vlog all the time, everything she was doing. She lived with her parents, and I don't know, it was just fun to watch because you could just see into someone else's life, you know, in a way that we hadn't been experiencing yet. I watch a lot of Movie Collector. Oh, the ones, I don't know who that is. Oh, I don't like that stuff either. That is so weird. And I'm like so confused at people who don't understand, like, that, who can't tell that those things are not real. Like, I can tell that the people that are in the pranks are like in the whatever, the like nice moments, it's like a fake thing. I don't know. That's probably my autism, to be honest, clocking the fakeness of it all, because what are you doing? And I'm like, that's not how anyone would react to this. And to me, it's like too perfect of a reaction. And I'm like, you obviously staged this. Like, it's not real. Oh, yeah. Hi. Welcome. Zeno. How are you today? I can't believe Sniper Wolf is still going. She's had like so many controversies of like her content, herself, just like so much stuff. I'm so surprised. What is this piece of hair doing? It's bothering me. Because so many people have called her out for just like recycling reactions, which is hilarious to me, but I don't know. People, they're like surprised that people don't stop doing things, and I'm like, but why would they stop? They're probably making so much money. They don't care. Like, they don't have. Why would she not recycle her reactions and make money off of that? It's like doing less work for the same money or whatever. I'm not saying what she's doing is like cool, but I don't know. She's getting the views and stuff. That's why she doesn't stop. So, is she still doing the same stuff, Justin? I haven't seen her in a long time, like doing the TikTok reactions. I hate the ones where they're like, and now there's like an opposite trend of this, but the ones where they're like wasting food, and now they're making like opposite of that, where they're like, don't do that, we're gonna make all this food and go feed people. I'm like, okay. Cool. I just think it's so funny, but we're still gonna film it. Make sure you all know about it. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I mean, it's all pretty exploitative. I don't know why you're involving other people. What? Unless they're in on what's going on, which is kind of my point. So, I don't know. I'd like to think that there are people genuinely helping people, but a lot of those things just don't seem really good. But there's still, like, Jeffree Star is still platformed. People just don't care. But also Jeffree Star is just like, will never go away, because that's like, sorry, but the cockroach of the internet. Jeffree Star, don't even get me started on it. But he's been around since MySpace, and the minute that he's not in favor on a platform, he just jumps to the next one. I know, don't. That's what I'm saying, don't. I have not followed in the sense of like been a follower, but just like kept up with. I mean, followed along of like what's up with that person for years, and I'm just like, I don't know why everyone is so shocked and surprised at how stupid he is and how awful he's been all the time, because he's been like that since the minute he got on the internet, you know? He really has. So it's kind of weird to me. Like, people really have no clue. And they're acting so surprised. I'm like, what? Yeah, Davi Vanity. Get the heck out of here. Ew. Creepy. Gross. I don't like that. And Jeffree Star has been accused himself of doing things to people. Racism. There's just so much to go on and on and on and on and on about. Honestly. Remember when Jeffree Star was allegedly, like, going... Well, not allegedly. He did have a music career, but it was short-lived. Because it was on Akon's record label. Convict Music. I know way too much about that person. That person has shared way too much information on the internet. I really was never a fan. I remember I don't know if you were watching, like, way back, there was this other creator, and I cannot remember her name, but she was like, or it was a guy, but I don't know how they identify now, but it was like a guy basically being like a drag queen, doing skits on YouTube, recording like prank calls and stuff. And Jeffree Star used to do that with them, and they would always be saying the N-word. They would always be out here saying the most wild stuff. More Jeffree than the other person, honestly. And I think the other person stopped making content. This was like years ago, like 2009 or something, 2007 maybe even. And maybe even earlier. I don't even know. I can't remember. I could look it up, but I don't remember what year. And that person kind of fell out. And then that was like from MySpace onto YouTube, and then Jeffree like stayed on YouTube, but also was like doing makeup only. It was like rebranding basically. Oh. Of Davi's band. The story about that is so creepy. I can't believe the girl that was involved in that was Jessie. Like, because I knew about that person. Not, like, I didn't know them, but I, like, knew who that was through the internet. And I'm like, whoa, that's wild that that was all. And we, like, you know, people memed the heck out of her dad, like, yelling at the internet about her, and which we thought was, like, hilarious at the time, but we had no context. We had no clue what was going on. We just thought it was, like, someone's dad yelling at the computer. Come to find out, he was yelling about Davi Vanity being a creep and, like, bothering his daughter. So weird. It's so wild how many things are connected on YouTube specifically. Like, how many creators have stories with each other that you probably wouldn't even think of. Like, it's wild. Yeah. Yeah, Jessie Slaughter. I mean, it was definitely, like, edgy to be up to that stuff at that time. Doesn't make it right, but, like, people were not thinking about it the way that we do today, honestly. Specifically, white people. Not that white people are always thinking about it now, but it was just, like, so, I don't know. I don't want to be like, it was a different time. It didn't make it okay. It did not. But it was definitely, like, a thing to be saying, like, things you shouldn't be saying. It was, like, that made you cool. Oops, wrong one. I don't have idols. My only idol is me. So, problem solved. I don't have to worry about that. Especially, like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of people on the internet that are cool and non-problematic, and maybe if we met under circumstances that weren't the internet, we would be friends, but they're like, I don't really know them, you know? They could be up to anything. More like I wouldn't idolize someone just because I don't know them well enough to know if they, like, align with what I'm believing or into or whatever, you know? Most people aren't talking about that when they're, like, famous. Ew. There was also that Austin, oh my gosh, what was his name? I don't even want to know. His name was Austin something, and he was, like, talking to underage girls, and he went to jail, honey. He went to jail, as he should. Mahone? No, that's someone else. That's someone else. I think that's like a football player. That's not who I'm talking about. I don't want to say the wrong name. I'm not trying to say it was anyone else, but this guy was named Austin, and he got in a lot of trouble. As he should. Oh my gosh, not this. Now this is stuck in there. Of course this is not going to come out, and only the pencil shavings will come out onto the table. Oh my gosh. What are we up to? Let's go. Where is it? I can't get it out. The tip of this is stuck in the sharpener. Oh, I got it. But now there's pencil shavings everywhere. So was it worth it? I don't know. I mean, yeah, or people could just educate their kids too. You know what I mean? I don't know. I was on the wild, wild west of the internet. I made it. But I feel like it would have been better if someone kind of told me like what was kind of going on, why they were concerned about me being on the internet, instead of just telling me I shouldn't be on the internet, or like I'm not old enough, because honestly that just made me want to be on there more. It made me, like anything else, like underage drinking. Like, you're telling me, a rebellious teen or whatever, that I can't do something. I'm obviously doing it. Bye. That's how I was. I know I'm not the only one. And maybe that's not about social media, but just like in general. And I was like a good kid. Like, I really wasn't up to anything crazy, but I honestly think that the sites should be better about when we're telling them that we think someone's creepy. Maybe they should listen, you know? If this breaks again, I'm gonna cry. I think I have another one of the same color. I hope so. These look like chips. It looks like Ruffles chips to me. It's yellow. It kind of looks a little green. The yellow looks a little green on the camera. Yeah, and that's against YouTube's policy, so they should deal with that. They say that you can't be that young on YouTube without adult supervision. But I don't know how they're making sure that there's adult supervision. And a lot of people, like, aren't making, a lot of kids aren't even making content. They're just on an account watching things that isn't like kids YouTube. I don't know. And they like did the thing where they like remove a lot of comments for things. There's no commenting on things that are meant for kids, which in one way I get, because you're reducing that interaction, but at the same time I'm like, what is that really doing? Especially if people are like, hey, something creepy is going on, and then you're not listening to them. So taking the comments away doesn't really, what is that up to? You know what I mean? I mean, we could probably blame like Ryan's Toys and family vlogging for that. Not the literal child of Ryan's Toys, but like his parents, the normalization of that kid being on YouTube. I don't know, all very weird. It broke again. This is a joke. I think that they should, but then that's creepy too. I don't know. They've tried doing like Club Penguin and stuff. It's supposed to be like kids only. I mean, look what's happening with Roblox. I feel like they try to make like kid only spaces and stuff, but then that's like where people that are creepy are gonna go because they know that it's allegedly kids only. Oh my god. I just feel like kids probably just shouldn't be on the internet until they're like 13 at minimum, and then they should also be explained like what is going on. Because I don't think kids are dumb. I think they're actually really smart. And they're going to find ways around it. So why not give them the tools to handle what's going on and help them feel comfortable coming to you if something creepy is happening? Because honestly, that was the biggest thing for me when I was on the internet as a younger person. And I was not on it as young as 8, but I didn't feel like I could talk to anybody if someone was being scary and creepy, because what if I was up to something I shouldn't be up to? You know what I mean? Same as just getting in trouble. As a kid, ever. You don't tell your parents stuff, even though they tell you, like, if you know, a lot of people's parents are like, you can tell me if something happens, like, whatever, I'll be there for you. We'll get through it, whatever, or like, I'll have your back, or like, whatever. I feel like even then you're still kind of thinking like, I don't want to get in trouble for the thing that I'm doing, even if there is something bad going on that I probably should be telling my parent, because I am more scared of getting in trouble, because you have a child brain. So that's your logic. Doesn't really make sense to us today, but as adults, and at the time I'm like, okay, so someone's gonna be creepy to me and then like I lose my internet privileges, like that's not fair, just because someone else was being weird. Where I feel like you could just like teach your kid to like have more of like an anonymous type screen name, and like, I don't know, at minimum change your screen name. If things get weird, don't be going on that same screen name. Don't be too attached to the people on there, because you might have to flee the scene. Like, you could still be on the internet, but just not in the same place wherever whatever's going on is happening, There's just like so many ways to handle it, like anything else, and I just feel like no one really is working to protect children, period, on the internet. We have Ruby Frankie out here acting wild, people vlogging their kids to this moment. Still, there's nothing, even after all of that, there's still barely any legislation to protect kids from that exploitation. Never mind the people that are creepy on the internet. To protect them from their own families. Wild. Wild ride. I think for us it was just so different because we literally didn't have the internet at that age. I don't know. Maybe I would have been on it earlier if we had it. I don't know. Something I think that is hilarious is that my mom, who is a boomer, she had me pretty late. She and so many people would be like, do not share your name, do not share like where you live, like don't even share your state, like don't share anything about yourself on the internet. And these people are out here on Facebook, full government name, telling me about what vacation they're going on. I'm not going to be in my house from 3 to 6 p.m. on this day. Like, break in, diva. Like, I don't know. They're telling everybody everything. They might as well post their social security number. I'm like, girl, what in the world? How did you go from that to this? I'm so confused. I also remember being a teenager and like having friends online and wanting to meet them and stuff, and our parents were like, you shouldn't be meeting people off the internet. Like and this was like, we could video chat and stuff at this point. Like I could make sure someone was real, but they were still like, you shouldn't be meeting people from the internet. You never know. They could be crazy. I'm like, okay, I could also meet a complete stranger at the bar and they could be crazy. What is that? Why does it matter where I'm meeting them, Like, I get it on one hand, but on the other, I'm like, okay, like, someone I could meet in real life at any place ever could be completely lying to my face. Just because it's the internet doesn't mean that's always what's going on. But they had so many rules for us, and now I'm like, you just don't even follow your own advice when it pertains to that. It's so funny. What about Onision? That's a wild ride. Did anyone keep up with that story? I think he's like technically on the internet again, but I've not seen anyone really talk about him, so I don't know what's going on. I don't think he's like, anyone cares, sorry. But that was a wild story on the internet too. That got like press because it was pretty serious. Yeah, I agree. Creepy, nasty, did some really crazy things. I don't know. That person's wild. And like, some of the stuff was just posted, but I feel like a lot of it, he really like, it didn't really have to do with his content, so people didn't even know it was going on, Because if you know anything about him, he mostly did scripted stuff, and so, he only was showing what he wanted you to see. But even when he was showing was problematic. So, I mean, what was going on not on camera, not for everyone's viewing pleasure, if you will. Like, no one even knew, like, I don't know. There was just so much going on. So much came out about that. Ugh, it was so creepy. Yeah, I remember watched a documentary about it. I don't think I watched it on HBO Max, but I watched something about it. I remember Chris Hansen got involved. Like, that's crazy. Like, if you ever, at the time that To Catch a Predator was on, if you told me that that person would eventually be going after someone on YouTube, I would have never believed that. Never. Here's this tree. Ah! But then that also became, like, that was kind of problematic, whatever his name is. Chris Hansen was a little bit, like, something happened with that, where people were really upset about that, too. I don't know. Nobody's perfect, but I just am like, it seems like for a while on YouTube, only, like, the weirdest people were getting platformed. I don't know. That's what I was kind of talking about earlier. I feel like we're moving away from that. I don't think that's really what people are into anymore. I think people want, like, real people who are not being mean and nasty. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. It seems to not be just me. Okay, I don't know what's up. There's a truck outside. Sorry if you can hear that. It's really loud over here. You probably can't even hear it. The one who should never be. Who? I don't know who that is. Oh, yeah. I cannot believe that still to this day. The events that took place in that case. I really... Ooh. No. She should be probably in jail. Allegedly. Allegedly. Because she was technically acquitted, so I can't be out here saying that, but... Allegedly, in my opinion, for entertainment purposes only, I think that she should be in jail. Yeah, I don't know too much about the Amanda Knox thing, to be honest. Not enough to make a judgment to say, you know, what I would think either way. Because last time I ever heard anything about that case, it seemed like it wasn't her, but then, I don't know, you said that something came out, there was more that came out about it. That's making it a little bit like... Make this one more red. Oh, I missed the yellow. Oh, I know about Bailey Sarian. But her videos are kind of slow for me. I watched her for a little while, but I got bored, sorry to say. Sorry, lady. But... a lot of those people had trouble too because they were doing true crime and like makeup and stuff, and people were like, that's really disrespectful to the people that you're talking about. I kind of moved away from that kind of stuff anyway on my own because it just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm interested in true crime, but I like it just like told to me. I don't need all the glitz and glam about it. Like I said, I'm not really into that. I don't really like these like overproduced type of videos. The people I watch are like streaming on Twitch and uploading it onto YouTube. Or they're live streaming and talking about something. A lot of them just like record in their car. That's the kind of stuff I like. Yeah. I don't like Twitch because of how small the person is in the thing. They've made that... They like reduce the size that people could be in the video. If they're like playing a game or something, it has to be like, you know, like the square has to be like 1 by 1 or something like that. Do you like this one? My second tree. Some oranges. I don't really know about their algorithm because I only go on there to watch like specific people, but so I'm not really sure like how their algorithm works or anything like that, but what? No, this was falling out. I didn't even use it yet. Your phone number? What do you mean? Like to log in? To verify or whatever? Oh my gosh. I'm coloring outside the lines. Oh my gosh. Sorry. Get it together. What? I don't know what that means. Oh, you have to like verify you're a real person or something? I haven't had that experience yet. I didn't even know that was a thing. Like, I didn't even know that people could do that on there and make you put a phone number? That's kind of weird. Do they, like, sell your phone number? Or is it just so you get a code? Not the creator. Like, does Twitch sell your phone number or something? No. This one keeps breaking, this colored pencil. I'm doing my best under the circumstances. Because I just want to get this, like, I'm just using it for 2 things. I'm not going to waste the tip just because. I don't know. She always forgets I'm going live. Oh, that's not the color I wanted. Whoops. Yikes. These look too much alike. That's not even good. That's not good. I did the red orange. But what's this? That's also red orange. Okay. Mahogany and red. I was just gonna do red. But they kind of look the same. It's fine. I'll color the red really hard. Hi! Welcome! Working on a picture. You finally get to see the background! I'm so excited. There's a little sign. It says Salem General Store. This sign here. I don't think you can read what it says. So there's my open sign for my store. And our new little friends back there. And our Halloween skulls. You missed the skulls too. I was just showing them. Don't get scared. It's like motion sensor too. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Thank you. I feel like I'm in like I'm on break at the witchy shop. That's what I feel like. in JiJi's world. This is the color of the picture I've been doing. Not poo yourself, please. You missed the conversation too. We were talking all about YouTube. We were talking about Jeffree Star. I'm Jeffree Star's #1 hater. Fight me. Oh, oh my god. Yeah, we were kind of talking about what we were talking about earlier, Keezy. About the internet and how crazy it is. How crazy it's gotten. How it's changing. No! Never that. Oops. I hate this pencil sharpener. I mean, I'm grateful I have a pencil sharpener. Amen for the pencil sharpener, but at the same time, no. You know what I mean? Don't use jade. Do I like these together? Ooh, I think I do. Yeah. Especially on threads. Oh, yeah. I don't see that stuff on threads. I don't know why you see that all the time. I do not see that stuff. I mean, I know that it exists, but I don't see it. Thank God. Amen. I'm grateful that I have a pencil sharpener. What? I'm grateful for everything. Doesn't mean it has to be a good pencil sharpener. Ah! You see that? And oh, I think it's not. Okay. I mean, I usually just think it's a bot regardless. So I don't interact with that stuff. You know? I've been very diligent about my threads, and I don't spend a lot of time on there, to be honest, even though I post, but I don't really spend time on there as a threader, a threads consumer, to be honest, because it's overwhelming. For me and my family. Hi, welcome back. Yeah, I mean, if I see something, I usually, that's like creepy, I do report it or block, but I don't really see it a lot, thankfully. Doesn't mean it's not existing, but I don't come across it, thank God. And I certainly am not looking for it. Alzi? I don't know how to say your name. Alzi. Maybe. I don't know. That's what it looks like to me. Oh, I didn't even know you had a girlfriend. That's good. These look like pickles. The part I'm coloring right now looks like pickles. I'm making the grass green, but it also means it looks like pickles. Who's a pickle hater? I'm a pickle lover. I love pickles. I love olives. Don't play with me. I don't care. If you don't like them, I'm sorry. You can give them to me. I'll eat them. I don't care if you want to slander me and my my pickle and olive obsession, but it looks like pickles. Look. I've been waiting for. I should message this person. There was a woman in here that was really excited about the coloring, but then I haven't seen her back yet. Since I'm gonna do this, but we were like ending our live last time when she was coming in, so I don't think she's been back to see the coloring. I like pineapple on pizza too. I don't know why people are so angry about that. Just don't put it on your pizza and have a good day. I don't know. I like it with hot pepper since I can't have like Hawaiian pizza anymore. I like it with like, yeah, banana pepper, which sounds weird, but it's really good. I promise. When I could have Domino's, that's what I would get there. I do like pineapple, onion, and hot peppers. Oof! I could eat that right now. I'm so hungry. With barbecue. I love tahini. Ooh, I got these chips that are chamoy flavor. If you don't know what chamoy is, it's like if you see stuff with tahini on it, sometimes there's like a sauce, like a red sauce that's chamoy, and it also tastes like kind of citrusy, like mango-y. Well, you can get like different flavors, but anyway, I got these chamoy chips, and I was like, let me see what these taste like dipped in chamoy. Oh my god, they were so good. They were the best snack ever. And I was like, let me not get obsessed with this because I'll hate it next time I have it. But it was so good. If I eat something too much, which I do a lot, I can hyperfixate on food. Like, I just get so sick of it. Like, I can't even see it. I'll be like, it's so gross. So sometimes when I really like something, I'm like, oh my gosh, please, I can't like it that much because I'll get sick of it and then I'll never enjoy it again. Oh, was it like dried pineapple? That's good. I've had that before. I like those. There's a place here that does like a mango nata type thing where it's like shaved ice, mango flavored shaved ice, and then it has tahini and chamoy and a straw. The straw has like tamarind wrapped around it, like a tamarind like sheet. I don't really know what it is. Oh, it's so good. Oh my god, it's so good. It costs like $12. But it's so good. I want that right now. Welcome back. Did you get what you needed? Oh no, I was gonna do this one. No, I did that myself. With the little pumpkin, and I just added like these little stars because you can kind of see there's like really bright ones here. I don't know. So I just made little stars. I thought it looked cute. I was trying to make the pumpkin bigger, but they didn't have enough colors. And even now there's like yellow in it. I don't think you can really see it on camera, but there's like yellow to make it look like lines on the pumpkin. But yeah, I told you I was obsessed with Light Bright when I was a kid. Don't play with me. I used to do that. I used to do that all the time. I used to make signs to put in our window at my house. Ooh. No, it's yellow. Can we play? We could play virtual. I think we can do that in Discord. Which, by the way, I wish Christy was here because she was so excited for it, and I didn't launch it when I said I was going to. I just want it to be like the way that I'm imagining it to be. So, actually, can I tell you the funniest story about my friend meeting someone on Craigslist? Actually, I can tell you about me meeting someone too. I had a friend who's, I'm asking, can I tell you? But I'm just going to tell you what. I had a friend who allegedly their therapist told them to like just meet up with people from Craigslist, like safely, not just like willy-nilly, but like go. This was like, oh my gosh. I think I was like 20. So 2010. Allegedly my friend's therapist said put an ad out like on Craigslist or like just go look for people because you could do like the seeking or whatever. But people did do it for friendship. Like it was actually like not even really supposed to be like a dating thing. Of course there were probably like weirdos on there, but there were really people looking just for like someone to go to the movies with them or something. And so my friend was supposed to meet up with this guy who wanted exactly that. It was like to go to like the movies, and they were going to hang out and grab food so that they could just like talk for a little bit before they went to the movies, make sure no one was going to kill anybody. I don't know. And my friend, they actually were going to go to Barnes and Noble, get some food, and then go to the movies because all those things were like right in the same place. So my friend's at Barnes and Noble, like waiting for this person to show up and has no clue. Like I don't even think knows really what this person looks like, but he lived in the same city as my friend. And so this piece of hair is really bothering me. Sorry. I don't like it. Okay. And they met up, but when the guy showed up to meet my friend, he like came out of the bushes. And my friend was like, "What?" And he was like, "I ran here. I ran all the way here from like the other side of the city, and I ran like not to even be there on time." He was like, "I ran the distance to come here to meet you." He was like out of breath, like whatever. My friend's like, "Okay, it's the first impression." They're like, "All right, like, well, let's just like move on with what we're supposed to be doing." They go in the Barnes and Noble. He's like really weird. He's like, "So, Red Flag City." Yeah, that's the city they were in. They go, I don't even know. I don't remember if anything happened. I think he was like saying weird stuff about the books in Barnes and Noble. They're like getting ready to go eat something, and this guy is like, "Oh, like I don't know what I'm gonna eat here because I actually eat raw meat." Why did you say that you go to a restaurant? What? Not showing up, running out of the bushes, out of breath, talking about eating raw meat. What are we doing? And this was like a while ago. This is not like with the new trend of people doing that. This was someone on their own journey, on their own path. Oh my god. No, not sushi. He was talking about raw meat. Raw beef. Like, he was into that. And my friend was like, okay. And then they like went and they like he was like perfectly nice. It was just like such a weird interaction because I don't know, just how off the wall. But I guess show up as yourself and you'll see if someone, you know, rocks with you. I don't know. The person I met somebody on Craigslist that lived like a town over from me, and we were just going into Boston to see a movie because the theater there, it was like an IMAX theater or something different. It was than we had like near my town. So we went there, and I met him like at his apartment where he was like, "I have roommates." I don't know why I went to his apartment. I don't know. I was being a goofy, silly head, but I went to his apartment, started to say, got in his car, and we drove to Boston, and we got food and like whatever, and we went to this movie, and we were driving back. This is how old I am. He had he had a Garmin GPS, like how you used to put it like up on your dashboard. He had one of those, but he had like this special plug that you could like allegedly see the traffic, because you couldn't do that. It wasn't like now where Google Maps can just tell you the traffic. It was like this special thing you had to have. Oh my god, it was so goofy, and he was getting pissed because it wasn't working. And he was so weird, and he actually was like, "I love like nothing happened with me. We went to the movies like 2 times, and that was it. And I like never heard from him again. He was like moving away. But he was like, the last time I saw him, I dropped him off, or he dropped me. I don't know. I think I left my car at his house, and then he brought me to wherever we were going. So like he was dropping me off, but I was like leaving his house, and I remember him telling me that he like started dating this girl, which is whatever. And I was like, "That's cool. Like, hope it's working out, whatever." And he's like, "Yeah, but I really want her to like be okay with me meeting people off Craigslist. Like, I love just like having someone to like go see movies with." I don't know. It was getting like Craigslist killer at the end. I was like, "Okay, well, we're out of here now. Goodbye." That's enough for me. Thank you. I've met so many people from the internet. I've met every person from the internet ever that I've ever met. I'm just kidding. I've met so many people from online. My friends and I would go meet people from the internet. Sometimes I would go by myself. I made it out. We made it out alive. Despite all odds, I made it. I'm telling you, someone was watching over me in my life for real, because I don't know, I should have been done for, divas. Should have been done for. The stuff that I did with people I didn't even freaking know, like getting in their car. It's a no from me. Not today. I would never. I remember my friend and I went to go meet this guy and his, not guy, they were the same age as us. We were 19, I think. And we went to go meet this kid and his friend because they wanted to hang out, because that's what you used to do, you know, you and your friends would meet with like a guy and his friends would meet you and your friends somewhere, you know. So we like met at this mall that was like this new outdoor like strip mall type of place, but it had like a movie theater. It was like when they first started making like the malls where like there's like apartments there and stuff too. It was like the first one ever though. It was like really, really a new concept, that whole thing. But there was just like a whole row of all different kinds of things. So everyone would go there on the weekend because you could go to the movies and then you could go walk around to the stores and there was restaurants, you know? And we had so much fun. Anyway, we went to meet up with these kids. This person, first of all, the audacity of this person to say anything about me and my friend. He was not it, first of all. Second of all, he looked like he was 45 years old, and he was like the same age as us because he also was getting like dropped off by his mom. But he was he was like wearing a leather jacket and like, I don't know, it was so weird. We like went and ate with them. Actually, I don't even know if we did. I feel like we saw them and then they saw us and then we all four of us just like went the other way. This is not gonna work out. And he was like, my friend doesn't like your friend, like that's why we're leaving. He was like calling me after and I was like, what? I was like, I don't know why anyone has to like my friend. Like, we're just literally here to watch a movie, diva. We don't have to be doing all that. His name was Joey or something stupid. Blech. What a flop. Flop era for him and his weird little leather jacket. Get out of here. I've never had that happen, thankfully. I've met a lot of people from the internet. Also, like, people I didn't even know, because I would just, like, go with my friends to meet people that they were meeting. My friend met someone from YouTube, actually, and what a wild ride. This was a wild ride. My friend met someone from YouTube who was actually, like, catfishing, pretending to be, I feel like I told this story, but I don't know. Pretending to be like this person in a band, in like some really small band, and it obviously was not that person. And it ended up not being them. And then my friend was like, oh my god, I can't believe it's not them. And I'm like, why did you ever think it was them? Like, what in the world? Why would that person be messaging you on YouTube back then when you could do that? And he was like, I found like this YouTube video you made and I'm like so obsessed and I want to talk to you. I did tell this story. He's the one that like painted a picture in his blood. Girls, that's a no from me. Ew. I was so terrified. I was like, that man's about to show up at this house. He's about to fly across these states and show up here. You better get ready. He's scary. No thanks. This pencil sharpener pissing me off. It's like, it's full, first of all, but it's also getting stuck. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. I gotta empty this pencil sharpener. Please stand by. And I gotta get... I have like all these pencil pieces on here too. Please enjoy the crows. They'll entertain you. I asked them to entertain you while I go do this. I'll be right back. Ow. Crow! Where is it? I don't even see it. Look, I'm getting this all crazy. I'm plopping around. This was so clogged up. Clogged up, all alert. Sorry, it made me think of Ludacris. And it actually says fogged up, but that's okay. It's exciting if you're like dating somebody. I think it's really exciting to meet them if you have been long distance. It's a crazy ride, honestly. Oh, hello. I'm trying to see. I think I can't tell if what I'm seeing is the crow or part of the leaves because of the way my blinds are right now. I think it's the leaves. I think up there is the crow. Usually I can see them pretty well. I don't know. I was so delighted the other day when they were working together. I'm pretty sure they were working with the crows from a few blocks away to get the hawk out of here. It was so fun. I'm a crow biologist, actually. Only for crows. No. I'm so fascinated. I have been studying them every day for like, I don't know, what, probably a month at least now. If Keezy's still here, he'll know. I'm always telling him. This thing's pissing me off. These crayons are pissing me off. I mean, these colored pencils, whatever they are. Why are they always breaking? I have to say, a highlight of my social media experience recently has been people dragging Taylor Swift. Sorry to say, don't get mad at me if you're a Swiftie, because I just don't like her. I haven't liked her. I've never liked her. And I've always thought she was like kind of low-key fake ally, fake feminist. And that new album, diabolical. Diabolical. Ooh. Let's do this one. Jade. Taylor Swift. Billionaire, private flight, jet taker, problematic take haver. Person who hasn't been a regular person in decades but tries to pretend they are, you know? You know, based off the things that I was saying. Oh my god. I don't know what's going on with this green. I cannot color in the line. Welcome back. A skater boy. Oh. I'm like, Avril Lavigne? What are you talking about? Oh my god. What if Adam Levine and Avril Lavigne got together? No one would have to change their name. I don't think anyone should be with Adam Levine. Get out of here. What did he say? What was that text that leaked that's like a meme where he's like, that body is out of control or something? Oh my god, that was so funny to me. You know what I was watching? Wait, do you know about Armie Hammer? Does anyone in this chat know about Armie Hammer? Tell me right now. Tell me right now. Please, I need to talk about this. I feel like Christy actually would know. Maybe she doesn't. She'd probably be into this, though. Someone go get Christy. Armie Hammer. Okay. Atlanta. What? Okay. I don't know where she is. Armie Hammer is an actor, which maybe you know, who has like a creepy family. If you learn about the history of their family, creepy. Okay? But he specifically, okay, let me just rewind a little bit. Yesterday I watched a little bit of this reality show called something about the Cayman Islands. I don't know. And it's about a bunch of people living on the Cayman Islands, but like specifically I don't know, I think that they were married. I don't know if it was his wife or his girlfriend or what, but they were together, and his ex is like on the show, and it's about basically everyone on the island doesn't like her, which I think is kind of funny, sorry to say. And because she's kind of nasty to them. But she lives on this island. He used to live there. They broke up because all the stuff came out about him being a cannibal. I don't know if he ever partook for real, but he was. I mean, also, how weird, Justin, because you were talking about Ed Gein. I guess, well, I don't think he did that, though. He was just, like, using the skin and stuff. But still, like, creepy stuff. He was like, messaging women about how he wanted to, like, literally eat them. Not in the way most people would like. Not like that. Like, literally, no. Cook you up. And was like very volatile with a lot of women, specifically if they weren't like into what he was talking about. He was talking to like, I think at least one woman for like a few years. And I don't know, it was just nasty, the stuff that, there's like a documentary about it. If you want to look it up and learn about it, it's really honestly disturbing, but I think it's fascinating because he kind of just like quit acting, and like, because he has a rich family, he comes from money. So, it kind of doesn't matter. I think he's just like working somewhere on like an island somewhere, doing whatever work, working at a resort or something. Who knows? But I mean, I feel like that really got like swept under the rug quickly. Like that was creepy, the stuff that he was up to, and I feel like no one really gave it any, like, even though there was the documentary and stuff, like I feel like no one really, it just wasn't really a big thing. Red flag. Yeah, I don't know if that's a red flag. Yeah, he was on a social network. Yeah. He was twinning. He was giving Lindsay Lohan Parent Trap. Shout out Lilo. She's made a great comeback. My cup shaking. Shake, rattle, and rollin'. My lime green. It's running out. Oh my god. I finished my picture. Are you ready to clap? Here we are. What do we think? Enjoy, Justin. I'm probably getting off here in a minute anyway. In a couple minutes. Maybe not. Maybe I'll have it. Maybe Christy will show up because it's the regular time I've been going live. I wanted to go a little earlier today because Mondays have been one of the best days for me with my lives, so I was trying to get some extra time on here. Thank you. Oh, I was, I don't think I showed you the other thing that was in here. Did I? Did I show the fox? I think I did. I did the fox. There's a bunch of stuff in here. I didn't finish this. Octopus. Show and tell. This is, I did like a little short or video of this, coloring this one. Show fox. But look, I can't really use markers on this one because it bleeds through, but I didn't really like this picture, so. This one. I love half finishing things. We love to see it. Yeah, the fox. There it is. So cute. It might be time for a snack. I have another one in here. Woodpecker. Little pecker. I just don't love this coloring book. Like, there's too many, like, patterns in the thing. I don't know. I don't like it. I feel like I have to color, like, every line. I don't know. But I've been trying to be better. That's why I did this one. Yeah, I need you to work on your coloring book. I want to see it. I need that. Look how cute. I almost did this one, too. Look how cute it is. Pecker. Where's the last one? I like the snail. There was a snail here, too. But even that's like, why? I don't need all that. Just put a little scene. This grasshopper page, diabolical. Look! There's this woodpecker. I think this is the first one I did in this coloring book. Years ago. I've had this coloring book for so long. And I just... I don't know. I think someone gifted it to me. I just like a regular plain old scene. I don't need it to be all this pattern nonsense, you know? Oh. Did I get paint on this blanket? Ew. No! That's so weird. What? Are you being funny or are you being serious? Because you couldn't color? That's so bizarre. Look what I have. I'm so hungry. I have to eat lunch. Why? Oh. The emotional roller coaster because of your typo. Do I still have those other ones? Let me go see. I don't really want these. Oh my god. Yeah! I'm back with a better snack. Do you like my bowl? I was talking about it earlier and now I want it. These and a little bit of this chamoy. I didn't want those peanut butter things. I had peanut butter for breakfast. I don't want that. This is like the smallest thing I have right now to dip. I was like putting it onto the chip, but it was not the same. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like mango. Sorry to you. The littlest pieces. This is a chip. It's giving Dorito. Usually this brand, they don't put a lot of flavor on their stuff. This 68-cent bag, lots of flavor. I hope they have. Hello? It just started over? Can you type in my chat? Because it just did something and now it started from, I think it's at like 2 hours or something and now it's... I don't know. It reconnected. I like walked away and everything. I've been going on and on about this whole thing. And now the counter for the live just started over. I was at like almost 2 hours. And then it said, oh, you're live. Okay. Uh-oh. Thank you. There's not even chips for me to eat. I don't know what I'm doing. It's like crumbs. The noise outside? I'm on break at the witch shop in JiJi's world. I'm gonna have it in my video game, but only for Halloween. Mark my words. I could drink this sauce. I think I'd die, but It's so salty. I know. It's literally crumbs. I thought there was more chip. I don't really get what's going on with this, so I feel like I should just go. It still has the same amount of likes. I don't know. I don't lick the bag. I just pour it in my mouth. No, that's wild. I don't do that. But I do like to eat all the seasoning at the end. I love a flavor blast. Mango chili lime. I really hope they have these. Oh, what's today? They won't have it. Because they technically are... Oh, it says best before, not best until. I don't do that. Do you do that? A little wild. I really don't get what's going on because it still has 7 likes from the live before, but it started recounting the time on here. So I'm really curious about when I end the live, what will happen. I love chips. I would live on a chip and dip diet if I could. Genuinely. I don't know what I'm gonna do after this. What time is it? 3:30? I don't know. Maybe eat. Maybe eat some real food. Maybe game for a little bit. I don't know. What are you up to? Are you gonna eat dinner soon? Yeah, that's why I like chips. They're gluten-free. They're just so easy. Just be careful. Some of them, like the seasoning and stuff, can have gluten in it. But for the most part, most stuff is gluten-free. Most chips are gluten-free. Nice. Is he running today? What's he up to? Or is he just a chill dude? You know what? As he should. Fuck them. You tell him, Snoop. Okay. I'm gonna get off here. I'll be live again tomorrow. I'm gonna be live every day this week. So get ready. Get ready for that. If you want to be into it. To the one person still here. But yeah, I'll be live again tomorrow. That's so funny. Thank you for coming. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for watching. Thanks for having a snack. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you later. Bye. Have a good night.